Good evening. Today we're going to talk about relationships. Do you remember the first time that you met your husband or your wife or your very best friend, and you remember how you wanted to spend time? You wanted to grow that relationship. You wanted to learn more about them, and you wanted them to learn more about you. So you spent time, and you earned their trust, and you earned their loyalty, and you wanted to communicate with them. You wanted them to know that you cared about them, and you wanted to know that they cared about you. And in order for that to happen, you had to spend time with them. You had to spend time working on that relationship. It wasn't that you could just get up every day and just be there. You had to work at cultivating that relationship, growing the trust and the communication and the understanding. It took work every single day. And whenever that's what we do with our children, that's what we do with our parents. We cultivate the relationship that we have with them. We want them to know that we care about them, and we want them to know that we want to spend time with them. And once you stop doing that, then the relationship begins to dwindle, and that person begins to change, and you no longer understand who they are or what they're about anymore. And I just wonder, how many times do we do that same thing with God? Whenever we first decide to start walking our journey with God, and every day we get up and we pray about what's going on in our life, and then we read the Word, and we are involved in church, and then slowly but surely things start to dwindle, and maybe we just go to church a couple of times a month, and then maybe now we've gotten busier, and so now we don't have as much time to read the Word, and now maybe things have gotten a little bit more hectic, and it's affected our prayer life. And so slowly but surely we have started declining, and we've started kind of pulling away from the relationship that we have from God, and we find ourselves questioning why we're not hearing from Him, or why we don't understand why He's not answering our prayers. And what we didn't realize is that that we stopped communicating. We stopped taking time out of our schedule to say, okay, God, I want to pour my heart out to you today. I want to tell you what's going on in my life. I want to read your Word. I want to get involved. I want you to be the center of my family. I want you to be the center that we grow everything around. Because whenever we stop that, how are we going to know when God's talking to us, whenever we aren't reading His Word, and we're not taking time to talk to Him, and we're not sitting down, and we're not listening to what He has to say, and we're not asking Him what direction He would have us to take, or what job He wants us to go for, or what husband or wife that we're supposed to have. We want to make all those decisions on our own, and then wonder why that we're in the mess that we're in. So if you want to have a relationship with God, you're going to have to take the time to spend time with Him, getting to know Him, reading His Word, taking time for prayer, not letting it be the last thing at the end of the day, that you just spend a couple of minutes and throw out the things that you want, and then expect everything else to fall in place. So if you want to have a close relationship with God, then you're going to have to spend some time cultivating it. So as you go through your week this week, I'm hoping that you'll take some time to just sit down and kind of see where is your relationship with God. Are you spending time with Him? Are you reading His Word? And are you asking for understanding and wisdom about what His Word says, and about where He wants you to go? And if you've kind of found yourself falling off, and you don't know how to get that relationship going again, then just ask God for some guidance, or for some wisdom to get you back on track. And so I hope that this message has been helpful to you. I hope that it's been a blessing to you.